Come, weary soul. Come, searching heart. In this moment, set aside the noise of the world and draw near to me. I have been waiting for you, not with impatience, but with a tender anticipation of a loving father who knows exactly when his child needs to hear his voice. You may have arrived here carrying burdens that feel too heavy to bear. Perhaps your heart is broken, your spirit is weary, or you feel lost in the darkness of uncertainty. Maybe you're celebrating joy and seeking to deepen your connection with the divine. Whatever has brought you to this sacred space, know that it is no accident. Every step that led you here was guided by my loving hand. I want to speak directly to your heart today, not through the voices of others, not through distant theology, but in the intimate whispers that only a loving God can offer his beloved children. These are not merely words on a page or sound in your ears. They are love letters from heaven, written specifically for you, spoken into the very depths of your being. As you listen, allow my presence to wash over you like morning dew on spring grass. Let my words settle into the soil of your heart, like seeds of hope that will bloom in their perfect season. You are precious to me. You are seen, known, and deeply loved. Nothing you have done or failed to do has changed my love for you. Today, let that truth begin to heal the wounded places within you. Breathe deeply, beloved one. Open your heart. Your heavenly Father has much to say to you. My child, do you see how the dawn breaks through the darkest night? Even when clouds obscure the horizon, the sun continues its faithful journey, painting the sky with colors that whisper of hope. This is how my love works in your life. Even in your darkest seasons, my light is rising within you, pushing back the shadows of despair and fear. You may feel like you've been walking through an endless valley, but I tell you this morning is coming. The circumstances that have held you captive are not your final destination. I am already working behind the scenes, orchestrating a beautiful sunrise in your story. Trust in my timing, for I see what you cannot yet see. New beginnings are stirring in the soil of your surrender. Beloved one, I want to speak to you about peace. Not the temporary calm that depends on perfect circumstances, but the deep, abiding peace that flows like a river through your soul. This peace doesn't come from having all the answers or controlling every outcome. It comes from knowing that you are held by hands that shape the mountains and set the stars in their courses. When anxiety rises like floodwaters, remember that I am the God who speaks to storms and they obey. The same power that calms raging seas lives within you. Breathe deeply and feel my peace flowing through you like a gentle stream, washing away the debris of worry and fear. Let this divine tranquility become the foundation upon which you build each day. I am with you, precious one, and in your weakness, my strength is made perfect. You were not created to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. When you feel overwhelmed by life's demands, remember the eagle that soars effortlessly on thermal currents. It doesn't exhaust itself fighting against the wind. It spreads its wings and allows the very challenges it faces to lift it higher. This is my invitation to you today. Stop struggling in your own power and learn to rest in mine. When you feel tired, I will renew your strength. When you feel defeated, I will remind you of your victory in me. You are stronger than you know because my strength lives within you. Rise up, beloved. Spread your wings and soar. My child, I want to tend the garden of your heart today. I see the weeds of unforgiveness that have taken root, choking out the flowers of joy and peace. You have been holding on to hurts like thorns, wondering why your hands are bleeding. It's time to let me do some gentle gardening in your soul. Forgiveness isn't about excusing wrong behavior or pretending pain didn't happen. It's about releasing the poison that's been eating away at your own heart. When you forgive, you're not setting your offender free. You're setting yourself free. Let me help you pull up these bitter roots and plant seeds of mercy instead. Watch how quickly beauty begins to bloom when forgiveness prepares the soil. When the storms of life rage around you, beloved, remember to look up. Even in the fiercest tempest, the stars still shine above the clouds. They haven't disappeared. They're simply hidden temporarily by the darkness you're walking through. Your hope, your dreams, your purpose haven't vanished either. They're still there, burning bright, waiting for the storm to pass. I am the God who set those stars in place, and I am the same God who holds your future secure. No storm lasts forever. No night endures without end. The winds that feel so destructive right now are actually moving you toward your destiny. Trust me to navigate you safely through this turbulence. Morning is coming, and with it clarity, peace, and renewed strength. I want to speak healing over your broken places today. Dear one, like a gentle spring rain that awakens dormant seeds, my love is falling softly on the wounded areas of your heart. You may have been hurt by those who should have protected you, disappointed by those you trusted, or crushed by circumstances beyond your control. But I am here now, and healing is my specialty. I don't waste a single tear you've cried or dismiss any pain you've carried. Every hurt has been carefully collected in my heart, and now I want to transform that pain into purpose, that sorrow into strength. Allow my healing touch to reach into the deepest places. What felt like death is about to experience resurrection. Trust the process, beloved. Wholeness is coming. My precious sheep, you are never alone in the pastures of life. Even when you wander into valleys that seem dark and dangerous, I am there with my rod and my staff, guiding you, protecting you, leading you beside still waters. You don't have to be afraid of the path ahead, because you're not walking it alone. I know every step before you take it. I've gone ahead of you to prepare the way, removing obstacles you'll never even see, opening doors you didn't know you needed. When you feel lost, listen for my voice calling your name. When you feel weak, let me carry you. When you feel hungry, I will provide green pasture for your soul. Trust your shepherd, beloved. I will never lead you astray. Like waves upon the shore that never cease their rhythmic dance, my love for you continues without end. It doesn't ebb and flow based on your performance or mood. It doesn't diminish when you make mistakes or increase when you do everything right. My love is as vast as the ocean, as consistent as the tides, as refreshing as sea spray on a summer day. Dive deep into this ocean of divine affection today. Let it wash over every insecurity, every fear, every doubt about your worth. You are a treasure beyond measure, not because of what you do, but because of who you are, my beloved child. No earthly love can compare to the depths of my affection for you. Rest in these waters of grace. Beloved, I want to speak to you about faith that moves mountains. Not the kind of faith that pretends problems don't exist, but the kind that looks impossibility in the face and says, my God is bigger. Your current challenges may seem insurmountable, towering above you like ancient peaks, but I am the one who spoke those mountains into existence. Faith isn't about seeing the whole staircase. It's about taking the next step. Each act of trust, each prayer whispered in darkness, each decision to believe despite the evidence is moving your mountain one stone at a time. What looks impossible to human eyes is simply another opportunity for me to display my power. Keep believing, dear one. Your breakthrough is coming. My child, don't despise the fires you've walked through. Like gold refined in the furnace, these trials have not destroyed you. They revealed the precious metal that was always within you. Every season of struggle has burned away something that was holding you back from your destiny. You are stronger, wiser, and more compassionate because of what you've endured. The flames that seemed so threatening were actually tools in my loving hands, shaping you into the person you were meant to become. What the enemy intended for your destruction, I have used for your development. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a victor forged in the fire of adversity. Your testimony is being written in the flames. Even in the barren seasons of your life, When everything seems dormant and lifeless, I am working beneath the surface. Just as winter trees appear dead but are actually gathering strength for spring's explosion of life, your current season of waiting is not wasted time. Deep roots are growing. Character is developing. Wisdom is being deposited in the soil of your soul. Don't judge your worth by the current landscape of your life. The same power that awakens daffodils from frozen ground is stirring within you. Spring always follows winter. Life always triumphs over death. Hope always conquers despair. Your season of blossoming is coming. Beloved, trust the process, even when you can't see the progress. You are clay in the potter's hands, and I am crafting something beautiful from your life. Every pressure you feel, every reshaping that makes you uncomfortable, every moment when you feel stretched beyond your limits, these are all part of the creative process. I am not trying to break you. I am trying to make you into something magnificent. Trust my hands, dear one. They are skilled and gentle, firm yet tender. I see the finished product even when you only see the messy middle. Every imperfection you worry about is being smoothed away. Every crack you think disqualifies you is being healed. The vessel I'm creating will hold treasures beyond your imagination. Submit to the process. Beloved, masterpieces take time. When storms crash around you with lightning speed and thunder that shakes your foundation, remember that I am sovereign over every tempest. The same voice that calls the thunder to attention speaks peace over your anxious heart. Lightning may illuminate your fears for a moment, but it also reveals my power working in your situation. I use storms to clear the air, to water dry ground, to display my glory in the heavens. Your personal storms serve the same purpose. They clear away what no longer serves you, water the seeds of growth within you, and demonstrate my faithfulness in your life. Don't run from the storm. Run to me in the storm. I am your shelter, your peace, your unshakable foundation. In the desert seasons of your life, when resources seem scarce and hope feels as dry as sand, remember that I specialize in making beauty bloom in barren places. The desert rose doesn't question its environment. It simply sends its roots deeper to find the hidden streams. This is your invitation today. Go deeper with me. What looks like emptiness is actually pregnant with possibility. What feels like abandonment is actually isolation for transformation. In the quiet of the desert, you hear my voice more clearly. In the simplicity of survival, you discover what truly matters. This wilderness season is not punishment, it's preparation. I am preparing you for the promised land that lies ahead. When you feel lost and directionless, remember that my grace is your compass, always pointing you toward home. Even when you've wandered far from path, even when you've made choices that led you into thorny thickets, my grace finds you and guides you back to the main road. You are never too far gone, never too broken, never too ashamed to return to my loving arms. Grace doesn't minimize your mistakes. It maximizes my mercy. It doesn't ignore your failures. It transforms them into stepping stones toward your destiny. Every prodigal moment prepares you to appreciate the Father's house. Every lost season teaches you to treasure being found. Follow the compass of grace. Beloved, it will always lead you home. My child, when the waves of uncertainty crash against your faith, remember that you have an anchor that holds firm. Not an anchor that depends on calm seas, but one that bites deep into the ocean floor of my unchanging character. The storms may rage, the ship may rock, but you will not drift away because you are anchored to the rock of ages. Let this truth steady your heart today. Your security doesn't rest in favorable circumstances or predictable outcomes. It rests in me, the same yesterday, today, and forever. When everything around you shifts like sand, I remain immovable. When emotions toss you like waves, my love remains constant. Drop your anchor deep into my promises. Beloved, you are safe. Every season of tears is followed by a season of rainbows. I never waste your pain. Dear one, those teardrops that fall like rain on your cheeks are watering seeds of compassion, empathy, and strength that will bloom in your character. The same storms that feel so destructive are actually creating the atmospheric conditions for beauty to appear. When you see the first rays of light breaking through your cloudy circumstances, know that your rainbow is forming. It may not look like what you expected, and it may appear more gradually than you hoped, but it's coming. Every promise I've spoken over your life will arc across your sky in brilliant colors. Keep looking up, beloved. Your beautiful breakthrough is painting itself across the heavens, like a river that smooths rough stones through patient persistence. I am gently shaping your character to the currents of life. Every challenging experience, every relationship friction, every obstacle you navigate is part of my refining process. You may feel worn down by the constant flow of trials, but you're actually being polished into something beautiful. The stones that emerge from riverbeds are treasured for their smooth beauty, not discarded for their journey. Your journey through difficult waters hasn't damaged you. It's prepared you to be a blessing to others. The sharp edges of pride, impatience, and selfishness are being worn away, revealing the precious gem I always knew you were. Trust the river's work. Dear one, in the darkest nights of your soul, when you feel farthest from the light, remember that I paint the most spectacular displays across the midnight sky. The northern lights dance most brilliantly in the deepest darkness, just as my glory shines most clearly in your most challenging seasons. What feels like the end is actually the beginning of a divine demonstration. Your current darkness is not evidence of my absence. It's the canvas of my presence. The same way solar storms create those magnificent lights, the storms in your life are creating conditions for my glory to be displayed. Others will look at your life and wonder how you shine so beautifully in dark circumstances. Tell them it's the light of heaven dancing in your soul. Be like the sunflower, beloved, always turning your face toward the light. When clouds obscure the sunflower doesn't panic or doubt. It simply maintains its orientation, knowing the sun is still there. This is the kind of faith I want to cultivate in your heart. Not faith that demands perfect visibility, but faith that maintains perfect orientation toward my goodness. You don't have to see me to seek me. You don't have to understand my ways to trust my heart. Keep your face turned toward my love, my promises, my character. Even on cloudy days, my light is shining on you. Let this truth transform your posture from anxious searching to confident resting. The sun is always shining, even when you can't see him clearly. In the tidal pools of your life, those small, seemingly forgotten spaces where ordinary and extraordinary meet, I have placed treasures beyond imagination. While others rush past these quiet places in pursuit of ocean adventures, you have the eyes to see beauty in the margins, wonder in the waiting, purpose in the pause. These still waters in your life are not stagnation. They're incubation, like tide pools that harbor diverse and delicate life forms. Your quiet seasons are nurturing dreams, developing gifts, and preparing you for the next tide of opportunity. Don't despise the small places or the slow seasons. I am cultivating something precious in the calm between the waves. Your voice matters, my child, even when it feels like you're crying out in a canyon with no one to hear. Every prayer whispered in desperation, every song sung through tears, every word of encouragement you speak into someone else's darkness. These sounds echo through the corridors of heaven and create ripples in the spiritual realm that you may never see with earthly eyes. I hear every word, beloved. I collect every sound. The canyon walls of your circumstances may make your voice feel small and insignificant, but I am amplifying your influence in ways you cannot imagine. Your faithfulness in obscurity is preparing you for impact in visibility. Keep speaking truth, hope, and love. The echoes will outlive the canyon. You are my prism, Dear one, design take the pure light of my love and break into countless colors that bless the world around you. Your unique experiences, perspectives, and gifts create a one-of-a-kind spectrum that no one else can produce. What feels like brokenness to you is actually a precision cutting that allows light to be beautifully refracted through your life. Don't hide your unique spectrum in the shadows of comparison or conformity. The world needs the specific colors that only you can display. Your struggles are created facets that catch light in extraordinary ways. Your victories shine with hues that inspire others to hope. You are not an accident or a rough draft. You are a masterpiece designed to fill the world with divine light. The caterpillar doesn't know it's going to become a butterfly. In the darkness of the cocoon, it only knows dissolution, not transformation. If you feel like your life is falling apart, remember that sometimes breaking down is the prelude to breaking out. The caterpillar must become completely undone before it can become completely new. Your current season of seeming chaos is not destruction, it's reconstruction. I am rebuilding you from the inside out, giving you wings where you once only had limitations. The confusion you feel is normal. Transformation is rarely comfortable. Trust the process, beloved. When you emerge from this season, you'll have capabilities you never dreamed possible. You're not dying, you're getting ready to fly. Until we speak again in prayer and scripture, in the whispered moments when heaven touches earth, remember, you are loved. You are chosen. You are enough. Amen. Come, weary soul. Come, searching heart. In this moment, set aside the noise of the world and draw near to me. I have been waiting for you, not with impatience, but with a tender anticipation of a loving father who knows exactly when his child needs to hear his voice. You may have arrived here carrying burdens that feel too heavy to bear. Perhaps your heart is broken, your spirit is weary, or you feel lost in the darkness of uncertainty. Maybe you're celebrating joy and seeking to deepen your connection with the divine. Whatever has brought you to this sacred space, know that it is no accident.